Thank goodness for that. Oh my god. There we go.
Ah, London. What a town. History around every corner, and a tourist photographing it. Pubs serving up a pint and a smile. All that music, theatre and art. And multiculturalism. And the world's oldest underground, the Tube. The class of cities, really. Top shelf stuff. Only took 12,000 years to build it up, and one night to tear it all down.
What's our status?
Perimeter security's down, but plenty of your flying friends about.
Fucking hell.
Dalton, no time to waste.
Yes, ma'am. I'm in. Any idea what we're up against, Bagley?
If you haven't brushed off, I might. Ever consider leaving these security threats to the authorities?
That's rich, Bagley. The government would sooner arrest us for trying to help than actually do something useful.
We'll have to sort this one on our own.
Carefully, Dalton.
Bagley, are you detecting a little worry in Sabine's voice?
Brilliant. Asking the computer about feelings. This explains so much.
Shut it, you two, and get to work.
There she is.
Oh wow, that was really good.
That hurt you more than it hurt me.
Do us a favor and keep it quiet, Dalton.
If they don't shoot me, I won't shoot them. How's that?
Oh, lovely. Where is it? There.
office in.
Ta-da! Beaten.
They've got loads of dead set gear down here. Now why do you suppose that is?
What? How did they get their hands on it?
I don't know. But someone wants to make it look like DedSec was here.
Shit. You need to proceed with extreme caution, Dalton.
Who are these men in black anyway?
Nothing identifying. I suspect that's by design.
Oh, fuck me. The entire place is rigged to blow.
Jesus, those canisters. Bagley, is that...
RDX nitrogen. Enough to level Parliament.
Can you locate a detonator, Bagley?
Not exactly, but there's a device streaming a fuckload of encrypted data from the floor above you.
Yeah, that fits the bill. On my way.
Their profiles are heavily encrypted. No identifying information.
Ghosts in the system.
Bagley, is that not the detonator?
No, but it's a transmitter sending a signal to a device on the floor above us. Safe to assume that would be the detonator we're looking for.
Stand down.
I've staged DedSec propaganda all around the bombs. These pricks are gonna blow up Parliament and hang it on us.
Not if you get to that detonator first.
In the House of Commons. Whoever these men in black are, they've got brass bollocks to set up in the centre of government.
I found the detonator. And it's definitely live. Bagley, I'm gonna need some help with this.
Yes, you are, but sadly I'm locked out.
Fuck. Well, we don't have a chance without Bagley.
Wait, I might know a workaround. We trained in manual overrides at MI5.
You're full of surprises.
Be quick about it.
All right, Bagley, do your thing.
I'm in. And the bombs have just armed themselves. Well, that may complicate matters.
Fuck's sake.
Can you defuse them or not?
Of course I can, but I might also trip another failsafe and vaporize you, so fair warning.
Expect this to draw some attention your way, Dalton.
Oh, I'm counting on it.
Company at our back door. Dalton, we've got some heat here at HQ.
How long is this gonna take, Bagley?
Depends how often you interrupt me with questions.
All right, everyone. Faces on, guns out. It's about to get real.
Fuck.
Ah, lovely. They got weapons now.
They're on me. I'll try and hold them off.
clear. Moving to assist. I'm putting a stop to this!
Bagley, update.
Let's just say I'm both impressed and annoyed by how sophisticated this anti-tamper security is. Still working.
I can't do this.
Bagley, tell me you're close.
I'm through security, now wading through terabytes of decoy code looking for the detonation sequence. Problem, Dalton. I need your physical appendages now.
What's wrong?
There are 3 slots on the left. One of them is the receiver. You need to pull the controller wire.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm fucking not. Pull the wire.
If this gets me blown up...
Bombs defused. See? That wasn't so bad, was it?
Bagley, you bastard. You're gonna give me a bloody heart attack then. Whoa, what the fuck am I looking at?
It appears Parliament is not the only target. More bombs are going live as we speak.
On screen, Bagley.
Now we need to get the word out. Those sites need to be evacuated.
They're spread out all over London. There isn't any time.
But my sister's at the town conference. We have to do something.
I picked up a transmitter on the roof that is sending out a signal to the other bomb sites. If you can reach it...
I can shut it all down. Sabine!
Fuck! Dalton, we're breached! Go! The roof!
Yay.
Sabine, what's going on?
We're being raided. It's a bloodbath. Her protocol is to wipe everything, including Bagley.
I need him for the transmitter.
I know, but if they get him, they get everything. Names, ops, locations.
Okay, I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Wipe him.
Yes, wipe me.
Do it, Sabine, and get the hell out of there.
Fuck. Okay, Bagley's down. You're on your own. Dalton, if this goes...
It won't. I'll see you at the rally point. I promise.
Good luck.
We had the suspects last night.
Rooftop exit.
Where are you? Okay, okay, okay. Bingo.
Well done, Dalton Wolf.
0 day.
Impressed.
The fuck are you?
Oh, you still think you're here to save London? I'm afraid that's not going to happen. You're here to help us with some important work.
Important work. Killing thousands of...
Exactly. To save the world. You do know Londoners have died before, hmm?
And yet you
Plague,
decide to kill
great
people,
fire,
but then
the
yeah.
Blitz. It's not much fun. But destruction is always the cure. And it begins today. 0 day. It's time for a hard reset.
Oh my god.
A series of explosions devastated 3 sites in London. Authorities are asking residents to remain in their homes as the situation continues to develop. We have received no official casualty total, but it is expected.
Mourners gathered for a series of candlelight vigils that brought closure to thousands of families and indeed to an entire city. London is now laser-focused.
Day at 10 Downing Street, where Nigel Cass, CEO of private military company Albion, received a mandate to secure London. Cass has vowed to hunt down DedSec, terrorist responses mail force. Albion used cutting-edge artificial intelligence systems and autonomous drones to capture the remaining members of DedSec. A stark warning to would-be insurgents.
Corporations are posting record profits due to increased efficiencies in production and distribution, enabled by the use of technologies initially developed and approved for security purposes.
Cleanup as crime numbers take a dive. Illegal gambling, drug trafficking and prostitution all down following prosecutions of the leaders of 4 of London's 5 largest criminal syndicates. The streets of Camden and Brixton.
As Albion's mandate is extended indefinitely by the government, life finally begins to return to normal. Curfews and travel restrictions have been lifted in all boroughs, thanks to the deployment.
News outlets, reports of rioting in Trafalgar Square have been greatly exaggerated, possibly by foreign meddlers pushing a false narrative through social media. Albion is in complete control of the
Reprimand the public about the circulation of fake news, conspiracy theories persisting in dark corners of the internet that terrorist group DedSec were framed for the bombings have been roundly rejected. Our own reporters could not find a single Londoner willing to expound those theories on camera. The facts simply to any other story.
I need to assemble a team, but I can't reboot DedSec alone. Let me break into London CTOS and see who's available.
I'm Claire Walker. Waters, and we've been discussing the hacktivist, now alleged terrorist group, DedSec, on this week's Buccaneer Radio. I have Colin calling in. Colin, what's your take?
This is amazing little spider.
We should have rounded up DedSec and thrown them in jail. Now, I'll say they should all be lined up and shot.
You don't find it awfully convenient that they've been fingered as the attackers, but we've seen no proof?
Look at Tone! Look at our city! What more proof do you need?
Well, Colin, I'd say you have to look at their history of non-violent action. Albion's put more civilians in the hospital in the past few months than DedSec ever has. I smell a scapegoat. Now I have Emily calling in. Emily, what's your take?
You're absolutely right, Claire. The government's just framing DedSec because they want to make it seem like they have this under control. They probably have no clue who was behind the bombings. But that doesn't look good on the news, does it? DedSec's been a thorn in their side. Who better to pin it on?
Angie, I have you next. What do you make of all this?
I think, if anything, DedSec showed their true colors. It's terrifying to think we harbored such a dangerous element for years. Terrorists in our own backyard.
Do you find DedSec more frightening than the different gangs in London, like Clan Kelly?
Clan Kelly might set your shop on fire and maybe they'd kill you, but even they wouldn't try to blow up all of Parliament.
Next, I have Crypto King. Do you feel safer using a pseudonym?
Everyone should. Why make it easier for them to track you? And now we've seen what they're capable of and how far they're willing to go.
Hold on. Do you mean the government? Are you suggesting the government was responsible for the bombings?
Oh, trust me, Claire. They didn't do it alone. They're all in on it. The government, Albion, Sirs, Bloom, Sky Bloody Larson, and all the way up to Downing Street. They want to keep us scared, harness us with mind control, suck every last ounce of usefulness out of us, and even in death they'll sell off our bodies.
And what do you suggest we do, Crypto King?
Go underground. Deep enough, no electric signal can get you. It's the only way.
Well, thank you to all of our callers today, and thank you for tuning in and scouting for the truth along with me. Next week, Buccaneer Radio will be diving into the Albion Corporation. Just who are these men and women being paid lucrative amounts for the city's defense? Are they protecting us? Protecting London? Or someone else's interests? See you next week, fellow pirates. Claire Waters, out.
Bloom. And they've updated the Bloom Tower. No way, that's cool.
Shit. Situation is worse than I thought. But there's a candidate. Looks like you're DedSec's best hope. Glad to see you're alive. If you're still committed to the cause, DedSec needs you. I'll send you the coordinates to our last safe house. Meet me there.
Fine.
Auto drive now enabled.
Auto drive.
Disabled. That's amazing.
Now disabled.
Oh wow.
Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled.
This is fun.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
Why am I in heels?
I've downloaded a patch to your optics so you can access our security system. It's set up so that I can't just let someone who isn't DedSec in. You will have to do the manual override.
I'm not thrilled about getting my hands dirty, but I suppose one does what one must.
Okay, so apparently my name's Maddie.
One of Sabine's, are you? I'll see you downstairs later then.
Okay.
In for a penny. A dank, pitch-black cellar. Just what I was hoping for.
No DedSec registration detected.
Bagley.
Identify yourself, or I'll seal the exits, hack your optics, and read you every drunken email you ever wrote until you starve.
Sabine, who the hell are you, and why do you sound like a mobile phone?
Sabine's alive? Well, that's one piece of good news. I'm Bagley, DedSec's definitely
Bagley.
not stolen,
Whoops.
highly advanced AI assistant, and it seems I've been out of commission for a few months. Anyway, why don't you go connect me to the DedSec network so I can become more powerful than you could possibly imagine? I mean, catch up on what I missed. That's it. I'm reconnected to the network, downloading our database, news archives, and... Oh no. Terrorist group DedSec responsible for deadly bombings in London. Dalton Wolf dead? I leave you people alone for a second and you immediately cock it all up.
So, Bagley, if not DedSec, then who was behind the bombings?
There's a gap in my memory after Dalton... Well, let's be honest, after I disarmed the bomb at Parliament. I'm missing information about what happened after I was taken offline. But from what I can infer, an unknown hacker group identified only as Zero Day was involved. I believe this 0 Day staged the attacks and framed DedSec for their dirty work. Come to my terminal. Sabine is requesting a video call. Patching in Sabine Brandt now. I suggest you listen very closely to anything she has to say.
There you are. I'm glad you made it. Bagley, God, it's good to hear your demented little voice. Is your memory intact?
Not even slightly. The last record I have is of our HQ being raided. My only lead is a group known as 0 Day. Ring any bells?
No. But the HQ was attacked by some men in black, the same that were at Parliament. Maybe working together. We didn't stand a chance. They just gunned everyone down.
My God. How'd you survive?
I managed to escape through the sewers to Camden. A contact smuggled me out of the city, and I've been hiding out in the north since.
Prudent. Your profile is red flagged as a high-priority target in the city's surveillance system. Even a partial recognition hit would have you hunted down and shot on sight.
There aren't many DedSec fans in London these days. Look, I want to help, I do, but joining up with you now verges on suicidal.
Listen, if anyone knows anything about risks, it's me. I lost everything and everyone. But it comes down to this. London is in a death spiral. And if DedSec can't pull it out, trust me, no one can. The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
Fine, but you owe me.
Excellent. New user registered. Welcome to DedSec. Now, it would be irresponsible of us to release you naked and mewling into the wild. You'll find equipment around the safe house that are essential items in your DedSec... kit. We have a sophisticated system for hiding your identity from facial recognition tech. It's called a mask. And while we're here, perhaps we can talk about updating your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. Come on.
You've got all these fancy new toys, but it's also important to know the basics. You need to learn how to throw a punch and how to take one. Albion will escalate. If you come at them with a gun and shoot you down, we want to avoid collateral damage. In DedSec, we try to use guns only as a last resort.
Have you already met Connie Robinson? She owns the pub and is an old DedSec contact, not to mention a champion amateur boxer. Go to the practice ring and she'll show you how to stop flip.
Let's start with some basic strikes. Hit me. Don't be shy. Could have done that better yourself. You'll want to get in under my block. Find the weak point. Nice one! You're getting it!
Huh, not bad.
Quick on your feet now. You want to create distance. Just like that. That's it!
Punch weirdly. Whoops.
Right, gear in order? Know enough not to punch yourself in the face or get shot for pulling out a gun too early? Brilliant. I'm working out how we find Zero dead.
This is London Calling. You're here with me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know.
What did I just do?
You look like someone who wants to make a difference.
Don't tell me you're with DedSec. I have some useful information for you.
Go on.
A few weeks back, my entire team got laid off. That's 300 people. Apparently, we'd all been replaced.
How dreadful.
I mean, I'm getting by. But something about this whole situation just doesn't sit right with me. All of us were experienced tech workers. There's no way they could have replaced us all that fast. There's definitely something shady going on.
And you'd like DedSec to investigate this replacement?
Affirmative. Help me out and I won't forget it. One good turn deserves another.
All right, Sabine, what's our plan?
Make no mistake, London is under occupation. Armed mercenaries patrol our streets, allegedly to keep people safe, but really they're keeping the people scared.
And all our cowering just makes us easier to step on. Albion needs this terror. It's how they consolidate their power.
So, we have to ignite the will to resist in the people of London by showing them that Albion aren't the solution. They're the problem.
For that, we'll need information. I'm pushing 2 sets of coordinates to your optic.
Cheers, Bagley. I've identified 2 opportunities. 1, we're going to disrupt some Albion propaganda. Remind the people it's not Albion's way or the highway. 2, we need intel about Albion operation.
You look like someone who might want to fight for London.
You're saying you're with DedSec? I could use the help.
If I was, I certainly wouldn't say so. Now, what's the situation?
Clan Kelly has crossed the line and needs to be reined in. They are killing with impunity. Enemies, rivals, critics, no one's here.
How dreadful.
There are 2 bastards that run their death squad, but the Met won't touch them.
The police won't help you, darling. But we will. Rest assured, these gangsters will be put away.
It's worth a try. I think we can both benefit from helping each other.
So now he's texting me like, mad. Are you right?
A tech corporation acting unethically? Sounds out of character, but let's investigate anyway.
Suppose I can look into it?
Let's knock down that vehicle. There's an intruder. Sniff them out.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
It's a Land Rover, that's cool.
Auto drive now enabled.
I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going places.
Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled.
Albion have established an operational base in the Royal Court of Justice.
First they take over the justice system, then they move in. So much for rule of law.
Exactly. But it likely means there's information here about how Albion are targeting dissenters, the who and the why. We need that data if we're going to disrupt their operation.
Lock that spider down.
There's someone here. Look, a spider. Find him!
Area clear. Moving on.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
Skirt, skirt.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
Ah, boo.
Auto drive now enabled.
Okay, that's kind of cool, the back of the taxi's changing.
Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
things hit my car, so I don't have to worry about it.
Those Albion pricks putting their ugly stamp on everything. It makes me sick just looking at it.
There's going to be that much less once you're done here. Let's give Camden a break from these eyesores.
On it.
Sorry.
If you hijacked that scissor lift, you could use it to access the rooftop.
Oh, what the hell?
Yes, nicely done. That'll get people's attention. Let them know someone is standing up to Albion. Light the spark that they can stand up to.
If nothing else, it'll relieve their eye strain.
What now?
You need to steal information about Albion's plans. That'll give us what we need to really put the hurt on their operations.
Yoink.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now enabled.
Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive.
Please advise on new detention protocols.
Oops.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
Cameras are integral to the security of law. Interrupting their service is illegal and puts the safety of the public in jeopardy. Beware of unwashed.
Hey, need a lock noise immediately.
Oh, lovely.
No, I died. Yeah, I get it. Stop telling me.
Bagley, what do we have?
A list of what Albion consider high-value targets that are threats to the peaceful running of London. See here, a journalist, and this one runs a community shelter. Good God, bar your doors.
Auto drive now. All suspected of sowing rebellion or exhibiting tendencies towards... Albion is systematically arresting people even before they rise up. Joke's on them. This list can actually help us find like-minded allies willing to help us. Well done. We're already seeing results from what you've done. That list we found named a journalist in Camden who's been investigating Albion. We reached out and he's got information that can help us. I think you should meet with him.
Forward me the coordinates.
Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled.
Bye, honey.
Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
A little birdie told me you needed help.
Your recruit's been sticking it to Albion. Can't believe someone else is. Thought I was alone, right? Not doing much, just putting the word out. But you? Taking action, mate.
Someone has to, don't they? Anyway, what have you got for us?
Almost got clip finding this. All of Albion's operational data.
You can tell she's British.
Convoy routes, surveillance targets, assets. It's all there. Thinking you can make good use of that.
You'll get no argument from me.
Here's a sample. Albion's closed King's Cross to the public, right? But what people don't know is that they're using it as their... logistics centre, materials, troops, whatever. A lot of it runs through there. You want to give the people a huge boost? Hit that place. Put it out of commission, and you'll severely hamstring Albion's operations here in Camden. Hell, everywhere.
Then that's our move.
Albion's operational plans are just what we needed to really get some traction. We'll have to take a close look at this. Now, how do we take King's Cross offline?
Albion's housed a massive hybrid power generator in there. Output must be immense. You cause a power surge in that base and boom.
Didn't you say it was closed to the public? How do you come by that intel?
It cost me a news strike. Okay, maybe 3, but it's worth it if this comes off, right? Getting to that generator ain't gonna be easy. They've locked it up tighter since I last saw.
Suggestions?
My news drones are still in here. They should be functional. You can use one of them. Probably have better luck piloting it too, yeah?
Well, causing a power surge in a hybrid-powered generator isn't like making a toasty. We're going to need detailed specifications.
Suppose we should check it out. Have a look at this.
Cool, looks bloody complicated. Notice he's got a pretty functional camera. Would a picture do you, Bagley?
It would indeed. According to this, there's an override code that'll get us into the generator's system. That's it. Use the code on the generator and I can trigger a power surge.
There should be enough to take King's Cross offline. And the rail system too. Here we go.
Wow.
We got a gold mine of information out of St. Pancras. Albion convoys, informants, gear, you name it. Everything we need to ignite the people of London, like we did in Camden. Derail Albion's operations and give the people a reason to rise up, borough by borough. The more we do that, the more we'll get allies flocking to the cause. We'll show London that DedSec is here for them.
That was off the chain, mate. I knew DedSec weren't the bad guys Albion was saying. Now the rest of Camden will too. Thanks.
Thanks.
Now that you've shown the borough what DedSec is really all about, there are going to be folks wanting to join up. A lot of people have been looking for a way to fight back. In fact, there's one in particular I suspect will contact you very soon. I happen to know they're chomping at the bit.
At this point, I think we'll take all comers. DedSec needs people. Welcome to DedSec, darling. We are just thrilled to have you.
Hell yes! I'm ready to get my hands dirty with you lot.
Fantastic.
Excuse me.
Well, fuck me, you're still alive. I always have been a tenor. Not only that, but your resistance handiwork just opened up a whole new source of information. So now I spy with my hypothetical eye something interesting at the Ministry of Civic Management.
What is it?
The Signals Intelligence Response Service, or SIRS, or the Earl Grey Gestapo, have developed a surveillance technology called AR construction. It's the bleeding edge of privacy rights violation, and thus it could be very useful in our attempts to find Zero Day.
DedSec is a criminal organization. If a member of DedSec approaches you, alert authorities as urgent.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now disabled.
If you're feeling out of your depth or like you could use a breather, you can always call on your new teammates to step in. It's your call.
That's the advantage of working together instead of alone.
All right, I'm here.
In theory, the AR reconstruction should allow me to use various sources of surveillance data to rebuild past events. Access a data relay, and I can scrape all the metadata for this area. That's it. Now, let's take this autocratic wet dream for a test drive. Let's have a look around.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Okay, this is actually getting a bit creepy.
You're right. We definitely need this extremely cool thing I want for investigating Zero Day. Shit! For some reason I can't upload it to our servers. All right, access the network here. Let's see if we can't find out where to nick one. Located the CTOS hub. Aha! The SIRS has deployed this technology at their HQ, and I've just grabbed their manual on how to set up the system. Now, Scarpa, you can't steal their toy if they throw you in the gulag.
So, Bagley, how do we get our hands on this AR reconstruction tech?
The program is hosted on a server that's on the roof of SIRS HQ. All you have to do is grab the whole thing, then take it to a few high-density locations so I can recalibrate it to the DedSet network and clone my own version.
What? Take the physical server off the roof? How exactly do
We need to find someone with access to a cargo or construction drone that can fly it off of there. Perfect opportunity to recruit a heavy lifter to the cause, I'd say.
All right, so where do I find this heavy lifter?
Well, let's put our thinking caps on, shall we? Now, who in London would have access to a construction drone? Could it be a construction worker?
Obviously. Thank you, Bellend.
Not so hard, was it? There's an active construction yard nearby. I dare say you'll probably be able to find a construction worker to recruit there. Here's the coordinates.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
Oh, they have a beastly drone friend. I mean, the person looks efficient too.
Like nonsense. Thanks very much, wank shark. I understand what's going on.
You look like the sort who might want to take back their city.
You're a DedSec, aren't you? Maybe you can help me.
Perhaps. What's the situation?
Albion has made me ill. I worked in their warehouse until my skin started going necrotic in patches. Scared me senseless.
How dreadful.
Filed complaints, but all I got was insufficient evidence to investigate. What does that even mean? Of course they don't have sufficient evidence. They didn't even investigate.
It sounds like your friends at Albion paid off someone high up. We'll look into it for you.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
You look like someone who might want to fight for London.
Ah, so you're DedSec then? Good. I could use a hand with something.
Perhaps. What's the situation?
Well, the fucking government gutting the NHS is the larger issue. But for me personally, it's the money I took from Clan Petty to pay me medical bills. Help me clear the debt, or I'll be stuck working for them till I die.
All right. We'll see what we can do.
Clank Kelly will bleed our new friend dry if we don't do something. This particular construction site is a money laundering front for a Kelly chapter out of Camden Market. Any record of the debt will be stored there.
Okay.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
Looks like these Kelly vermin have built themselves a nice little
Auto
nest.
drive now disabled.
Quite the operation.
You're looking for a terminal or some kind of device that Clank Kelly would have stored the debt records on. Don't have the right tool for the job? You can exchange your gadget for a different one that's better suited to the situation.
Oi, what's your fucking problem? Oi, big man. Hey, don't do it. Sit out and look. You're on Clank Kelly Wharf now, all right? It's not the fucking trouble for you here. It's off. Back off!
I love it. That's fantastic.
You look like someone who might want to fight for London.
Oh, tell me you're dead sick. You can help me take down the Snatch Squad.
What?
It's not their real name, obviously. But the police and the politicians are working together to snatch people. They take them to their secret lab and replace their brains with robot brains. I'm trying to flush these creeps out of the shadows. But I need help to bag them. I'm not sure if I can trust you yet. But if you take care of the Snatch Squad, or I don't know, sabotage them in some way, then maybe I will.
I'll try. No promises.
While the drones observing your every move might make you feel like you're living in a city-shaped prison, what's bad news for society is good news for DedSec. You can hack those nosy little buggers and use them to scout ahead.
Yoinking people.
You look like the sort who might want to take back their city.
Oh, you're DedSec. Good. I need help with something.
Perhaps. What's the situation?
I used to go protest around Albion fences with a friend of mine. Soon we joined an activist group. And the last protest I went to, the mercs started throwing punches around. My friend was badly hurt and got sent to the hospital. They died. At least that's what we were told, but no one is allowed to see the body.
How dreadful.
I want some answers. Something doesn't feel right. Help me find out what happened, and I'll return the favor.
Ooh, sounds like a tough situation. I'll do what I can. Well, that was memorable. Bagley, what's your analysis?
Oh no, she's off her fucking lip for sure. Allegedly, her shadowy cabal is headquartered at a nearby Albion field office. Might be worth investigating regardless.
If there's one thing I love in life, it's proving people wrong. Shall we?
The friend's official record states he was taken to hospital before he died.
I wager we'll find what we're looking for there.
The demands of being a DedSec operative are all-consuming, so taking app gigs is a good way to make some extra quid that works around your new schedule. Lots of people will pay well to have their sensitive packages handled with care, and some will even pay you for deliveries. Ha ha!
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled. 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 Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
You're at the hospital where our prospect's friend died. We can get hold of his full patient record here.
Okay.
Suspect reported in your area, potentially armed and hostile.
Moving in.
Any sign of the target? Anyone?
Negative. No vision of the suspect.
Located the CTOS hub.
Can anyone see the suspect?
That's the CTOS up there.
Investigation underway. All humans must comply with Albion.
Well, our prospect should be pleased. Turns out our friend isn't dead. Or if he is, he didn't die here.
What do you mean?
There are no patient records on file, and GPS data shows the ambulance going dark before it reaches the hospital. The driver must have switched it off. I'm upgrading this from dodgy to fucking dodgy.
Suppose I can look into it?
You won't have to look very far. The driver is on site now.
Neutralizing hostile target.
Alarms don't just go off for no reason.
That bot's dumb as.
That's pretty much the opposite of what our prospect would have wanted. Oh well.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled. Auto drive now enabled.